The bus drove out of Kansas through Oklahoma and arrived in Texas later that day. Unfortunately, Johnny had only stopped once for lunch, making Giz anxious to get off the bus and stretch her stiff legs. She looked out the window impatiently, relieved to finally see that there was a small town in the distance. Surely that would be their next stop. As the bus drew nearer, the first thing she noticed was an old-fashioned saloon. The building was in bad shape, and even the sign, which read Weavertown Saloon, looked like the original. It was covered in a red paint that was dull from age. Continuing along the dirt path, she turned her head around to see the saloon's wooden doors swinging in the wind. "Check this out," Ryan said, pointing to the view from his side of the bus. Giz leaned over and looked outside to see another building that appeared as old as the saloon. This building, however, was smaller and had a sign which read Weavertown Sheriff Office and County Jail. "I wonder what it's like in there," Ryan thought aloud. "Old, probably," she replied, her eyes still fixated on her surroundings. She was now staring at a row of two-story buildings, which were once hotels. Directly opposite the hotels on the other side of the road was the Mercantile. By the looks of it, the store hadn't been open for business in quite some time. "Where is everyone?" Giz asked, her voice barely a whisper. "I don't know," Ryan confessed. "It looks like a ghost town." As soon as he'd finished his sentence, they heard the sound of galloping horses. "What in the world?" Johnny exclaimed. Wondering what was happening, Giz looked at Ryan with wide eyes. He stared blankly at her for a few minutes and then smiled widely. "Cool!" he yelled before jumping up from his seat and running toward Johnny. "What's going on?" Giz asked anxiously as she hurried to catch up to him. "It's some sort of a show," Ryan explained. "A reenactment of the Old West." Giz came to a halt when Ryan stopped behind Johnny. Silently, they watched as three cowboys on horseback neared the bus.